All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson, the Spider, Silva!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. So here he is, the Muay Thai stylist, ex-gym product, Anderson Silva. We'll see how he approaches the early going here tonight. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC appearances have ended in round 1 or round 2. We'll see how Silva approaches this challenge here early. Oh, there's a takedown attempt. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. All right, early round action here, and the kickboxer's not going to win the fight by stuffing one takedown, but so far so good as far as his takedown defense is concerned.
It's a great start, right? Because it's something to build off of, but he has to truly understand he cannot be content with only stopping one. He's got to recognize that he's got to stop multiple over the course of this fight. Oh, man.
Doing a nice job working that inside leg kick.
Oh, nice. A really high pace, too. Some really high striking pace for these two.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Big knee there.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking punch after punch from his clinch position. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Chimaev's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Immediately gets the underhook. And now some distance as they pull apart. Oh, collar tie. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Takedown defense holds up. Good body work with that hook by Chimaev.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Went for the inside leg kick. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Silva getting tattooed by that stiff jab. Now some separation. Nice land there by Anderson Silva. Just a true mixed martial artist. Has so much honor and respect for the game, and somewhat remarkable. Still getting it done when matched up with the best middleweights in the world. Chimaev going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Changes his stance. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Big shot lands for both guys.
With 90 seconds to go in round 1. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. he should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Chimaev.
He's got to start throwing now.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Silva. All right, there it is, another strike targeting that damaged area on the body. Is this a game plan thing, or perhaps trying to set something up high later?
Well, I think it all works together. You get the hands to start to drop, and then when those hands drop, you go over the top with that head kick. But beating up the body sets up the attacks up top, and that is exactly what this guy is doing.
Chimaev's back to the side control now. 20 seconds left.
Massive shot from the top.
10 seconds now in round one.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, take a deep breath for me, okay? Look, you can't take any more damage, okay? Ele tá causando muito danos no seu corpo. Então, don't stand there.
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Silva getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Khamzat Chimaev going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Well, Silva's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Oh, nice straight there by Khamzat Chimaev.
What a nasty kick. That was thrown with ill intent.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt.
He's got a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Strong outside leg kick. Oh, how about the transition to the ankle pick? Now we will see where he goes from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Shooting for the takedown here. Brutal knee to the body.
Oh, nice body shot.
Pretty good uppercut. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Trying for a submission here. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now.
position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done. He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swell.
1 minute now to go in round 2. While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Chimaev. He's very close to the finish here.
Fight back! Fight back!
Gotta be careful here.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Silva.
Push off his head and posture.
Final seconds here of round 2. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Big ground strikes here. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Nice jab by Chimaev. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Silva's eye now closing up. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, is that a massive knee to the head? Could be in trouble here. Somehow his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Chimaev trying to close the show. That one. That'll do it! Holy smokes! With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, my goodness.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
So another win tacked on to the total of one of the most decorated champions in UFC history. Anderson Silva does it again and really thought he looked sharp tonight. You could tell early on in the fight. The future Hall of Famer, Anderson Silva, getting it done in a big way here tonight.
Champion.